Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today I will be reviewing episode 1 of Loki. Yes, how the time flies, honestly. Like, did Loki do something with the Tesseract? Because it didn't really feel like that much waiting time between Falcon and the Winter Soldier and this, so granted it was like a month and a half to 2 months, but still. I'm going to start off with just noting some things throughout the episode that I really liked and then give my overall opinion of it. So, right into, I know that we already saw the scene, but I really enjoyed seeing the Avengers like all together on the small screen. Granted, it was the exact same scene we saw in Endgame with them trying to get the Tesseract and everything. It was just nice to see them together one last time. Now, at the TVA, I think Time Variance Agency, I really liked the, I don't know why, the robot that basically I think changed or got rid of Loki's clothes. It kind of reminded me of that scene in Thor Ragnarok with Stan Lee, and he has like the, like, it wasn't a robot, it was more of a device on his back, but it kind of gave me like the same vibe to that. And speaking of robots, I really liked the whole not robot is robot scene. You'd know you're a robot because you'd melt from the inside out, which is always a great thing to hear from someone. Yeah, not really. Now, this is just like a theory of mine. I'm definitely not going to be looking into any Easter egg theory videos for this, so just because I barely did it for Falcon and the Winter Soldier and I did it every week for WandaVision, and let's just say, surprisingly, I liked Falcon more than WandaVision, so. But the theory that I have is, imagine if the events in Loki actually somehow managed to mess up the whole timeline and possibly contributes to Doctor Strange into the Multiverse of Madness. I believe that's the name, I keep forgetting it. I doubt that's gonna happen, but you never know. As well, I don't know, I just liked how the title screen was for Loki. Very simple. I mean, the Falcon, the Winter Soldier, it was literally just text. I mean, this one's text too, but it's a variation of text. And then WandaVision obviously had that. Those amazing intros, you know, gotta love those songs. Speaking of something amazing, I do like the whole DB Cooper reference that they did, that Loki was somehow DB Cooper. What the hell? It's interesting to know that that whole plane scene that we saw in the trailers, it's not relevant at all. Like, it's not important. It's just a fun little Easter egg for anyone that knows about the DB Cooper, the person who mysteriously vanished from a plane after trying to, yeah. I'm not even gonna try to explain it. You gotta search that one up on your own. I think one of my favorite lines in the show, other than Owen Wilson's "wow," I'm kidding, he didn't say that, really disappointed. I swear, if he doesn't say that once in the show, I want my money back, even though the Disney Plus I'm using isn't even my account. I still want my money back somehow. I like the whole, you can tell that there are two Tony Starks there. Why is that so hard to say? Just try to do it over and over again. Tony Stark, Tony Stark, Tony Stark. But you can tell that there are two Tony Starks because of how much cologne there is, and I don't know why I found it so funny. It's just, yeah, I don't think anyone likes the smell of strong cologne, so Tony Stark wears a lot of cologne on his own person. Imagine like two of them. Whew, that might actually be a nightmare. Another theory that I had, which, wow, oh my god, I feel so smart. Not really. Um, when we first saw Owen Wilson go back into, I think it was the 1500s, and I think they called it Minutemen, but I'm just gonna call it one of their agents for now. Like, they, I think, either got killed or disappeared. Either way, once we saw, like, the little kid, I was thinking, I bet this is Loki. Like, not the kid, but I bet Loki is the one that fucked it up. And turns out, it was him at the very end. I am curious if it's actually going to be the female version of Loki, because it has been confirmed that Loki is gender fluid, so this will be interesting. I know in the trailers people were saying that it wasn't Natasha on, like, the purplish planet that we saw, and rather Lady Loki, so I'm curious to see if it's actually gonna be her doing all the killings. Who knows? As well, I don't know why I really wanted to see this. Like, I know he died in the end, like the original Loki, but I really wanted, like, 2012 Loki to know that him and Thor, you know, reconnected and they became, like, actual, like, good brothers. And I was so happy when he found that out. Granted, he also found out about his mom dying and that kind of being his fault. That was sad. And then he saw the scene with his dad. And then at the very end when he died, and I saw a TikTok video, and basically it was stating that Loki could have actually died in the explosion and that Thanos didn't kill him because, like, the thing didn't just stop right when he got, like, choked out, or I think his neck broke. I don't entirely remember. And maybe Loki thinks that Thor is dead too. That is an interesting theory. I still feel like the explosion didn't kill him, because I don't know. That one might be a little bit of a stretch. There's also another theory that I saw online where Peggy was in the background, Peggy Carter. I don't know the exact time in the show, but hey, if you have a good eye, maybe look out for it if you rewatch episode 1. I doubt that it's Peggy. It might have just been more of, like, a fun little Easter egg, but, like, what exactly would she do that would warrant her to have to go there? Yeah, Steve went back in time, but that's kind of on him, not Peggy. She didn't know that that was gonna happen. Granted, Loki didn't know either. So, yeah. The final two things I have to say is, it's very funny that the Infinity Stones are used as paperweights, and Loki kind of, like, slowly realizes, oh god, this is the most powerful thing in the universe, possibly? Not the Infinity Stones, but the agency, and it's like, ooh, you know, have yourself a nice little existential crisis. We totally all love going through those. And this, I actually didn't think about it until someone mentioned it to me, but wasn't Loki originally blue, but it was Odin's power that, like, his magic that allowed him to, like, look white rather than blue? So if the time variance agency doesn't have any magic there, wouldn't he be blue then? Again, this is kind of more of a possible plot hole. I don't know too much about it. I was trying to look into online, but I got very lazy and also couldn't find anything about it. So if you have a possible idea or know anything about it, let me know in the comments. But now for my overall opinion about the episode. I'm gonna be completely honest. For the first half of it, I wasn't that into it. There are some scenes where it's like, yeah, like, it's not that good. Like, I love Owen Wilson. Tom Hiddleston is a good actor, but it just wasn't like drawing me in. Granted, it is the first episode of the season, so I could have just been a little picky, but halfway through, near the end, it started picking up and I was getting excited and I was like, fuck what I was thinking the first 30 minutes in, because this is getting good. We're getting to the good stuff, you know. Maybe it was just because we got to see those old clips, but I'm really excited to see where the show is going to take us, whether or not that's going to be Lady Loki who's doing the killings. I still feel like Owen Wilson is going to turn out to be a bad guy, and if not, I guess I'm wrong, but I don't know. He's definitely not Mephisto, because we don't need to talk about that anymore after WandaVision. Yeah. And with that, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a huge thumbs up, subscribe to the button below, comment down if you saw episode 1. If you did, tell me what you thought about it, and if you think this is gonna be your favorite Disney Plus MCU show, and I'll see you next time.